La, 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 la. I don't know, dude.
Are you doing your thing again?
Nope. Am I
Mm-mm.
doing? Am I doing my thing like when my brain fucking breaks?
Um,
Oh, he's doing his thing again.
I feel like our brains are broken all the time, and then us doing our thing is like, oh shit, it worked. Like something connected in our brain.
No, I just think
I feel
we
like
just.
I feel like that's more accurate. Like we get one or two connections a day versus it's connected and we get disconnected one or two times.
I just
We're
think.
always
I
disconnected.
just think. Yeah. I just think dumb recognizes dumb.
I'm your trash.
You're my trash. You're my spork.
Sporky, Forky.
Sporky forky.
I am your trash.
UFC
I
Vegas
am
21
your trash.
on the
That.
interwebs. Bilal's not gonna have his coach in the corner. Not that it's gonna make a difference, but I guess it's worthy to know.
Speaking of, before we get into this fight card, that is actually a good segue. Before, um, speaking of coaches not being in someone's corner, Matt Sera is no longer in Aljamain Sterling's corner, and he was with him from the get go.
Huh. Dude, I'm pretty sure
So
that a lot of people aren't gonna be in fucking
no, no, no,
Aljamain
no,
Sterling Silver's
no, no,
corner for
no,
a
no, no.
while.
Um, he thought he was going to be because he was with Aljo in all of his fights except for this title fight. He's like, oh, okay, and it wasn't like he even told him what was happening. The way
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Matt Sparrow was explaining it made it sound like Aljo wasn't upfront with him. He just kind of hurt, like the way he found out wasn't directly from Aljamain. It just kind of, there's like so many weird things that's happening around this whole title thing. Like how I was saying it, everything felt disingenuous. It's just like, here's another piece of the puzzle of how that is. I don't want to kick a man while he's down by any means, or even if he's up, he won the belt. Who knows if he's up or down, right? But yeah, it was just interesting that he's no longer going to be. They just kind of separated. I'm sure they're going to train together and stuff, but like at least for cornering, that's a big deal, man. Like having someone like Matt Sera, fucking legend, the last man to beat George St. Pierre, if you wanted to put it in that sense.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. I just kind of felt that was interesting that I read today. But that was, that's last weekend's fight, and I don't really want last weekend's drama because that's all it has been, right? Just fucking man drama.
Man drama.
Man drama. So let's get into it, man. UFC, like you said, UFC Vegas 21, Edwards versus Belal.
Let's do it.
Remember the name? Muhammad. Read a fucking book, okay? It's the most common
Open a
name
fucking
on
book
earth.
for once.
You ever met anyone named McLovin? Have you-
No. Excuse me.
Who do you have? I have Eric Anders by decision.
That's actually what I have. I think I copied you on that one because I had no idea
Probably.
who the fuck these people
Probably.
are.
Manal Cape versus Matthew
That's
Nicolau.
the one that got rescheduled,
Matthew?
right? That was supposed to be a couple or a few
I
fight
think
nights
so.
ago.
Something like that. Yeah, it looks familiar.
So
So I have, what did I pick for that one?
I got
Second round TKO for Cape. Cape. Is it
Cape.
Cape or Cape?
I was gonna make an off-color joke, but
What? Let's. You're brown. You can say it.
Kunta Cape. I was gonna call him Kunta Cape. He's gonna go for the foot submission on that one, dude. Kunta Kente. Yeah.
Look at the guy there. You're so funny. All right, the one that got added, Jonathan Martinez versus Davey Grant. I got, dude, Martinez looks like a goddamn savage lately. I have him TKO second round.
I got Davey
That's what
Grant
I picked.
decision.
You got Davey Grant? Okay, I got Martinez second round TKO. So that's our first one that we have different. Then we have Dan 50K Ige versus Gavin Tucker. Ducker, Tail, Ducker.
Tucker and Dale. He looks.
So I think I want to change it from knockout to decision for Danny Ige. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, Danny Ige decision.
I got.
What do you
first
have for
round
that one?
knockout.
For who? Ige?
Ige.
50K? Okay. Misha Sturkunov versus Ryan Spann. Second round submission for Sturkunov is what I have.
Span's gonna get spanked.
You think?
I don't know. It just sounded funny, dude.
If Sturkunov can't get it to the ground, I don't know. I don't see him beating Spann in the stand-up, but we'll see. We'll see. But the main event, the one that, I mean, we're all pretty much
That's the fight.
excited about. That's the fight.
That's
So
the one this weekend.
let's talk. Let's talk Leon Edwards versus Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. So Leon Edwards, this is his first fight back in over 600 days.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
2.5 years.
Yeah. So That is, unless you're Dominic Cruz, and we'll see if you're Dominic Cruz or Leon Edwards. Unless you're Dominic Cruz for now, ring rust is real. So 2.5 years of a layoff of being inactive. I don't care how much time you spend in the gym. It's different than live combat. And Belal has been active, and he's been like doing really well lately. So I think this is a perfect opportunity for Belal to not make a name for himself. Like no one makes a name for himself off of Leon Edwards. If you look at his resume, Leon Edwards has just gone through the fucking ringer. His last loss was to the current champ, Kamaru Usman.
Yeah.
So, dude, what do you think? I don't know. I have no idea how, like, what's going to be the biggest factor. Is it going to be Bilal's momentum by being active? Is it going to be Leon's inactivity? Or either one of those things even a fucking thing when it comes fight night? Like, this is an exciting, and props to Leon for taking it with someone who's quote unquote way below in the rankings. And then also Belal for taking it, when he was supposed to be Hamzat Chimaev.
Yeah.
I love this fight, dude. I absolutely love this fight. And Belal is so funny. Like, I didn't realize how funny he was, dude. Yeah. He's so funny.
Belal's a funny guy. Yeah, he's a funny guy. Yeah, I don't know, man. He hasn't really been active. We haven't really seen Leon Edwards do much of anything, in almost 3 years. That's definitely going to play a factor in his ability to, maintain his fight IQ, I think, through the whole fight, because there's no substitute for seat time, like I say in the racing world. There's no substitute for cage time, like Belal said, in the fighting world. You can hit a bag fucking 900 times a day, but hitting a bag and a fucking training dummy is different than fighting somebody in a cage,
The bag doesn't move and they don't hit back.
Yeah.
The bag doesn't punch back.
Especially with the tear that Bilal's been on, and with his skill set, he's dangerous already. And the fact that like incredibly dangerous, and the fact that Leon Edwards hasn't been active against anybody, and let alone he's stepping against somebody like Belal Muhammad, it's not like, oh, it's a fucking, he can get through this guy. He's,
No. It's
nothing
Muhammad, like that. And Leon Edwards is probably one of the most underrated UFC English fighters to come out from that area. Like he's not maybe not underrated is the right term, but just like underappreciated maybe.
Yeah.
Right. He should be a much bigger star for his skill set. He really should be.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But recency bias. You can't be a star unless you're Conor McGregor and be out for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
It's so unfortunate. I mean, obviously it's just COVID was another year added to his year off of inactivity, and it is what it is in travel restrictions, and I get it. It's not like a lot of it was Leon Edwards' problem, and then they had the falling out. So, dude, I'm so stoked that we get to see Leon Edwards back. It's been way too long.
Yeah,
I really hope it's a war or something, because how shitty would it be? I mean, it is what it is. It's a fight game, but what if we get like a first round, like quick TKO of, like, if Leon loses, right?
It could happen.
That just sucks. I feel for him, because Dana White. Yeah. Sorry, like Dana White actually came out and said, like, this. Not that Dana White's whatever he says holds water to anything. It all depends on what he feels for the day. But he said that if Leon Edwards defeats Belal Muhammad impressively or something along those lines, it wasn't just like if he beats him. It's like there's like that subjective word, according to Dana, whatever dominate or whatever Dana feels is subjective, he gets the next title shot. I don't know if that means the next after Usman, or sorry, not Usman, Masvidal, or whatever the fuck they're gonna do with that nonsense, with all that other political bullshit at the top. But this is the first time that Dana White has really ever, at least lately, really advocated in Leon Edwards' favor.
Yeah. I think, honestly, the reason is a lot of the people that Dana put his chips in the basket, all the eggs he put in the basket, are fucking flopping. He had all his fucking eggs in McGregor's basket. Look what happened to McGregor. He's all butthurt. Habib, Habib, that he's butthurt. Israel Adesanya, sorry, he's butthurt. He's like, fuck where's my fucking cash cows? Where's my
Izzy will still be that at middleweight.
Sure, but
yeah, I understand what you're saying. But yes, you're 100% right.
So now he's like, oh shit, like, who do I have to market like that? And I think that's why they're heavily going after Belal, rightfully so. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be, but I think that's why they're exploring Belal and Leon and all these other people, trying to like market and put these featurettes and specials all over ESPN, just saturate, so like they become a household name that much quicker. And I think it's pretty apparent what Dana's trying to do on the back end.
Dude, I completely agree. Like that, when you were saying that, it was making me think like, if he just let people grow naturally, you had belts that were active, these stars would just be birthed naturally, and then you can and you can squeeze them for all they're worth naturally as they come and as they go. Remember, like in the tech world, remember Vine, 2012 Vine? That was the biggest fucking thing. It just fucking took off. Even though it only lasted that year, they cashed the fuck out for that year. Same thing. But it happened organically. It happened naturally. You just, okay, it didn't last forever, but move on to the next one.
Yeah. How many other apps came after that? Yeah, you're right. So how many
came after that?
Yeah.
And lasted. Instagram was way after that, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
So it's just, it's just, it feels like he was forcing those stars. And then now that his stars that he was forcing, he kind of was almost too close to the forest to see the trees. Now that he has all these stars that are like, hey, we're looking to fight.
The fight this weekend is going to be huge. It's going to be incredibly important for both of these fighters. Belal, because he's on this momentum.
Belal might have to do one more after this if he wins to get a title shot, but Leon at least seems like this is it, and then he gets a title shot. Because this will be 9 fights straight for Leon.
True, but I think, like you said, that caveat that Dana places on
his subjective
little, clause, if Belal goes out there and just dominates and does like something impressive, I can see him getting, in that title shot conversation.
But even if it's a split decision win because one judge sees it for the other guy just because the judge knows what he's talking about, a decision can be an impressive dominant win. But that's subjective to certain people, right? It's super subjective.
Yeah. I guess in that context, I meant like put on a fucking show, like knock him out, tap him out, dude. Like show me something impressive. I don't think Dana's like, oh, what a decision.
Much said than done to finish someone, especially someone as tough as Leon and or Belal.
But I think that's what Dana means. Show me.
I know
I think he wants to like.
But it's easy to come from someone who just does cardio kickboxing.
I got Belal, man. I think his ring rust is gonna play a huge factor. I think the tear that Belal's on, along with his, his natural ability to fight, his fight, it doesn't look good for Leon Edwards, man. It really doesn't look good. There's everything plays against Leon Edwards' odds in his favor.
So. And that might fuel Leon, kind of how. Habib got fueled with Conor McGregor. That fueled him. Where it worked against everyone else, it fueled it. So who knows if.
But see, Belal has that like family mentality, like Habib. Like his dad's store got like destroyed, and he's like, now I'm gonna put the family on my back. Type deal. So these type of people are different.
They are different.
They're cut from a different cloth. Their culture set, their values. Yes. It's different. Their mentality, their mindset. It's all completely. It's not what Americans are used to, or anybody else. All other cultures. It's UK, British, whatever it is. So.
I agree. So how do you have him winning?
TKO.
What round?
I want to say second or third.
I have Belal Muhammad 4th round TKO. I think in the later rounds, because of, like you said, the inactivity of Leon will play a disadvantage only in his cardio. I think the adrenaline dump and I think all of those factors will play negatively in his game. Well, as the rounds, I think he'll win the first couple because Leon, I think, is a better fighter technically if you just kind of put him paper to paper, if you will. I agree with you. I think 4th round TKO or maybe probably decision. I don't know, man. No one really gets Leon Edwards out of there. No one really gets him out of there. So I know I'm being super optimistic just because of what is this verdict? So 4th round TKO, bet the house on it is close to 11,000 payout.
Let's get rich.
That's what I got.
Let's get rich in XP.
The XP points. Come meet me. Come meet me at the 3 stripe.
Because what we say is, is right, is the best. We're the best.
It is right. It is the best.
We are the best. We made the weight. We showed up.
We are the best.
We're on camera, so we're champs. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Okay.